Are you struggling in life and in love? Are you? Do you find yourself, you feel like your back is up against the wall? You feel like you're stressed, you're pressed, you're stretched thin. If you can relate to any of those things I've said, tune into this video. Tammi Seawalker. I am the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. Oh yes, I created this channel to provide light and love. How are you? I'm doing pretty good on this glorious Monday morning with the sun beaming in my face. I am not mad at that. I just want to talk to you briefly in between clients, of course. That's when I do my best work. And just kind of help you with struggle. I know you can relate to that. I sure can. I can relate. Alrighty, you all. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe, please. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for even joining this channel. Stopping by. I appreciate you all. Okay? Let's get it. Let's get it. Are you struggling in life and love right now? You feeling stuck. You feeling unseen. You feel frustrated. You feel challenged. Money is just tight. Love, it just ain't right. Maybe non-existent. Maybe off and on again. You can't seem to get your bearings. You're leaving a relationship. You want to leave a relationship. You want to earn more money. You want your health better. You just feel stuck. And this happens to a lot of us because it's the stress. And once stress gets on top of us, it can affect your money. Maybe the money is causing the stress, which will affect your relationship. Sometimes you're so stressed out, you don't even want to be bothered with the relationship. I just want to let you know you're not alone. I see you. I've been there. I struggle in some areas. And I want to talk about what it means to struggle and how we can begin to heal. How that sound, you all? All right, sometimes life and love, it does collide. You have the breakups, you have the job changes, you have the trouble sometimes with your family members or friends or kids. You have grief, and sometimes your identity shifts. I sure hope and pray. I better stay close to the mic. My bad, you all. I sure hope, excuse my posture. I hope that I'm different from how I was as a 30-year-old. I don't hope. I know I am way, 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 way different. I feel like I got married at 22 and 30. It wasn't one of my finer hours. I would say up until maybe 37, with the cancer situation. I became quite enlightened after that. And by 40, I just felt really empowered. And that's what I try to tell women and men. Don't, push back on aging and resent it and resist it. Embrace it, because with numbers, prayerfully with age, comes wisdom if you are open to using your lessons in life as blessings. Lessons are what teaches you how to be better with your finances. You lose money, you'll be a little bit more careful with your money if you're smart. If you keep picking the wrong people that are hurting you, you will become wiser if you use those lessons as blessings. Sometimes when people fail in business, they get really down on themselves. But in actuality, failure is what's going to make you a better business person next time around. Many businessmen and women have to fail to do better the next go around. So don't always look at it as a negative. We keep going and going and growing. We get bigger, better, stronger, wiser. If you're open, this is up to you. Struggle doesn't mean failure. It means you're only human. We all are human. And sometimes we get in a rut. Sometimes we get in a pit of despair. But it does not mean you're weak. It just means you're a very human person. Normalize that emotional fatigue. It's okay. It's okay. Pull back from those jobs. Pull back from negativity. Sometimes we're carrying so much we forget what it's like to breathe in and breathe out. And you want to do that. You want to be able to breathe freely. The one thing I hear a lot from clients is, felt like my chest was going to collapse. I could barely catch my breath because they're not breathing, baby. They're struggling. They're stressing. They're panicking. And when you feel that, you got to breathe. Such a normal human thing is causing people so much anxiety because they're not breathing. They're clenching. When you clench up, you're messing up your cells. You are causing a lot of disruption. Breathing is the most normal thing that we can do. It's part of our life. If we're not breathing, we're not living. You know, gosh, you all know my story. If you follow me, if you don't, I'll tell you the quick version. I was always a happy-go-lucky person. I consider myself to be, I always thought of life is love and kind of bubblegumish girl. I just had bright eyes and I wanted to always think the best of others. Very naive, only because I'm sensitive and just very kind-hearted. And one thing about it, and two things for sure, with age, with wisdom, with life, with lessons, you learn that everybody ain't for you. And I'm just gonna be blunt as I always am. It's really fucked up, to be honest, excuse my French, that sometimes it's even people in your inner circle, even people you let in your bed or whatever, they cause you the most harm. And me personally, it's like at this age I'm at now, I kind of don't want to be around nobody, don't want to be. I don't want to be around no one that brings me harm or, haven't done some type of work on themselves. You don't have to be perfect. I'm not. I got my drum. I just said effed up. So you see what you're dealing with. But I pray and I hope I never intentionally just go out and be mean to someone or say derogatory stuff or try to tear them down or try to boss somebody around or control them. That's not my jam. And I have a good time alone. Yesterday, sat here and watched the Bears miraculously win. And this is how I roll. This is how I spend my life doing things for me. I cook dinner. I'm not saying I don't need nobody. Everybody needs somebody. But what I don't need is negativity. And I don't need drama. And really, I'm really focusing on energy these days. I really am. And when it don't feel right, I just rather remove myself, I'm just, hey, I'm like Jennifer, hope her last name is Lewis, the actress. If I live to be 85, that's 30 more summers, 30 more springs. So I don't really have a lot of time to goof off anymore. I'm not afraid of dying, none of that. That doesn't scare me. I don't want to die. I always throw that up there. I want to get zapped up. I don't want to. I feel like I got a lot more things on earth to do, but I'm not afraid. Okay. I just want to be happy, whatever that looks like. So, I'm just gonna blaze through that 95 4 through 2006 was trying. Went through the divorce, lost my beautiful dad, job losses, my cars would be breaking down, financial trouble. It was rough. I mean, the relationship piece was just a wretched mess. And sometimes I felt so sorry for myself, you all. I couldn't figure out why someone as kind as myself kept getting the short end of the stick until I stopped being the victim. This is when life got better for me. I began to pray. I began to read the Power of Positive Thinking daily, pages of it. And that's when things began to transform. But I had to do some deep work. It wasn't grab the book, read it one time. It was a constant reading of pages daily, constantly using prayers that avail much, constantly journaling out the life that I desired. I spoke as if I already had it. And that's what flipped the switch for me. and I'm still learning. And so I got cocky in a very innocent way, I think. For years, I rocked off of that. Like, I didn't really have to work hard at maintaining it. I always kept journaling. I still would read the book, but I was more laid back with it. And I swear, after I had a breakup, I said, dog, I thought I was over that. Like, feeling down or feeling, really sad. But of course, after the breakup, those old feelings came back, and I have to be transparent as I always am. I still struggle to this day with getting back to that flow, because I had a flow in '07, '08, '09, 2010. It was like a real good flow, and I think I kind of lost a little bit of it, but I'm constantly fighting to get it back. I'm not there yet, but I'm not nowhere the way I was back in 20 years ago. So thank God for that, because that would be bad. I just want to offer you, well, I'll tell you what I do now, and you all kind of already know. I do journaling. I journal every day. I did not journal yesterday. I did just journal a little today, but I'm going to do some more. I pray. I read my Bible. I listen to sermons. I stretch in the morning sometimes. I take a lot of vitamins. I was just told yesterday I got a manicure, pedicure, and the nail technician, so sweet. He said, you have very strong nails. And I was like, oh, no vitamins working. So yeah, I really try to take good care of myself. And I'm always scared this mic not on, and it is. I do a facial regimen. You all know me. And I walk. So, and I do squats. I did 10 squats today. And when I'm in the washroom, I try to do 10 squats here and there. And I do steps with my Fitbit. So these are things I do to keep myself in a good headspace. And I have my therapy this Wednesday, every other Wednesday. Some weeks I feel like I need it weekly. But this is what I do to keep my head on straight. And sometimes it still be tilted. Still be a little bit tilted. It's a journey, you all. And I just want to tell people, and I come straight from the heart, do your therapy, get into therapy, but don't rush that process. Don't say, okay, I did my 10 sessions, I'm done, I feel better. It may be a year journey, it may be 2 years, and it's okay. Do whatever you need to do to heal from the struggle, from the financial struggle. Do get financial books. Do follow people on YouTube that can help you plan for your retirement, and take some vacation days. These are things that really help. Again, that breath work that I was speaking about. Do journal. Please journal. It's amazing. It's simply amazing. Put a lot of positive stuff in there. I'm not saying don't write your negative stuff. You can, but don't solely do negative writing. You definitely want to do affirmations, your dreams, your goals, things you desire. If you sit there and write out the bad stuff, kind of drawing in more of that. You can, though, because it's a release. But I wouldn't sit there and journal bad, and don't put no good. You definitely want to overload the good, okay? Even if you don't think you have it yet, 3 things you're grateful for. You always got something good. I'm in a nail salon, and I'm looking around, and I said, man, we spoil. We sitting in there getting our nails done and our toes done. And somebody can't even afford a meal. So we really have it going on, a lot of us, and we're not grateful. We got to be grateful that you're able to even do that service and pay somebody and be kind to them. That's an honor for someone to deal with your dirty toes and your nails. That's an honor. Alrighty, so the breath work that I did do. Breathe in. Let it back out. When I meditate, I do that. I do a 5-minute meditation, which I did do today. And sometimes I might do 10. But I really do 5 minutes a lot. I've been meditating since 2014. Been journaling since 1998. So I don't get on here and just throw this stuff at you. It's the way I live. It really is. I can't express this enough. And I got to close because I got another client. Your boundaries. I said, your boundaries are probably the most important thing you can do for yourself. And I know people struggle with this. They don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. They don't want their friends mad. They don't want the family members to write them off. They want the inheritance. They want this. They want that. But your boundaries is going to give you the power to protect your energy, which is AKA your peace. And if somebody is causing you harm, if they are being negative, if they are being jealous, if they are being controlling, if they are being mean, if they are being evil, if they are being manipulative, if they are trying to use you, you just cannot allow for this. Now, you can do it a number of ways. You can cut people off. Now, for me to cut you off, you have crossed a lot of boundaries. And I done told you once, I done told you twice, and then I just stopped talking to you. Because my sister said something, and I don't know if I agree. She's like, you got to tell that person. This is where I'm at. I do. I had to tell a relative. I said, let me get off this phone. I don't want to have this conversation with you. We already had some arguments around this male chauvinistic conversation. I don't participate in that. I don't know what happened to my cousin. He just seems so different. It's so negative. I just don't want to talk to him. So if he calls, I will try, like I did a couple of months ago. I tried. I was happy to hear from him, and he went down the rabbit hole. And yeah, we just gonna keep it like that then. I mean, I'll try again and speak to him, but he wanted to be male chauvinistic and put down women. I'm jumping off the phone because that's just not cool. We're not doing that. So cut him off if you want to. You can block him or limit your conversation. I try to do the limit the most, but if they cross boundaries over and over, I'm not talking to them. I just can't. And I'm not trying to be arrogant and none of that. I'm very busy. I just don't have a lot of time like I used to. It's even worse now. And I'm not saying I'm better or I don't care about people, because I know we always should have time for others. And I do. I do for some, but I don't have time for drama and BS. And I'm not participating in it. I just want to be happy. I just want to be free. King Sis. I feel just like her song. In closing, you don't have to wait for someone to choose you or for life to get easier. Choose yourself. And it starts today. And what does choosing yourself look like? Watching the Bears game by yourself, enjoying a glass of wine and your jambalaya and chicken. That's what I made yesterday. It was so good. And I enjoyed my evening. Or getting a pedicure and a manicure with your sister or your friend, or alone. Or going for a brisk walk. Doing 10 squats in the washroom. Doing your therapy every week, every other week. Doing your facial routines, stretching, praying, journaling, meditating, taking a trip, taking your days off, getting a massage like I just got. This is taking care of yourself. This is choosing yourself. Once you choose yourself, the other person or people, not only love, relationship, people, they have no choice but to choose you, respect you, value you, because you're valuing yourself. Again, when I do these videos, I don't have it all right. I struggle. I'm struggling with some stuff right now, just like you do. And I talk to my therapist just like I'm talking to you. So I never want you to think, oh, she got it going on. She got it all perfect. Nope. I'm flawed, just like the rest of you. All of us are. But I'm fighting. I'm fighting every day to smile, to be peaceful, to show love, to be kind, to apologize when I have to, and to just give grace. I really try, but most unfortunately, sometimes kindness is looked at as a weakness. And I'm just going to say this. I could be so far off. I just think some people, they don't get it till you go off on them. And I hate going off on people. And so I try not to do that. I don't do that. But I will tell you, once you push me into a corner, I will tell you about yourself. But what I'm not going to do, like what me and my sister was discussing, I'm not going to say, oh, you're mean. And these damn people know they mean. They know they're not right. They know they're controlling. They know something's wrong. But they don't want to take accountability. I'm not going to sit here and read you the riot act and tell you about yourself. I'm just going to pull back. That's where boundaries come in. I love you. I see you, but I don't have to spend a lot of time with you. Holidays coming, we gotta get them boundaries on point. I am Tammi Sharice with a C. That's what my mama named me. Walker, the owner of this lovely channel, Dreams Are Reality. And I had somebody tell me they're gonna help me with my channel. It's somebody I follow, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to get with him, book a session with him, and his channel has grown. He said he will help me. Isn't that so sweet? I'm so happy. So once I get some time, I'm definitely going to be booking a session with him over the next 2 weeks or less. And hopefully this is going to help my channel grow even more. I'm so excited. There's nothing better than talking to somebody that's done it. And I watched him do it. So I know he not telling no story. He's such a sweetheart. I've had a session with him. He's a coach. He's like a life coach. Amazing guy. Amazing. Alrighty. At the end, healing isn't about perfection. It's about permission to feel, to pause, to begin again. How y'all like that? Drop me comments, hit that like button, hit subscribe. Drop me comments, hit that like button, hit subscribe. Boy, I need to make a song. Alrighty, have a great day. You all take care of yourself. Keep your boundaries up, and you don't have to struggle. You're gonna flow. You're gonna flow through this thing called life. Bye bye.